The rules for this video are simple. I'll be in 15, 20, and 30 minutes to improve these drawings as quick as possible while trying to give as many art tips as possible before doing so. That being said, let's get into the video. First thing I noticed is this character got the "you want to know how I got these scars" treatment. And the eyes are done pretty well, but they are a little far apart for this particular style. They also try a little too hard in the sketch by adding freckles and also shading the eyebrows for some reason. And while in the picture here, you see that the hair is very well separated, and you can see the diverse strands of hair, and you can see the different shapes that allow for you to kind of make up and kind of see where they were going with it. While in the actual painting that's finished, it's all over the place like a KSI album. It's honestly impressive how this person managed to stay a little too much true to the sketch in their painting, while also staying a little too far away in the way that they mess up. It's honestly a little crazy. But the lighting is done a little weird. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be rim light right here, or if this is simply just like a mistake. I'm not quite sure. It looks like it is because it's even on the neck, but the lighting seems to be coming from this way, and it doesn't. The rim light doesn't appear on the hair, which is a very strange. The blending is done a little too much, as you see here. It kind of makes it hard to make out certain details when the blending is done weird, and it also clashes with the art style that you're going for, because I've seen people draw this art style before. I think that's pretty much it in this sketch that I really mentioned. But yeah, I'm gonna try and fix this. So I have to work on this as fast as possible, leaving behind a lot of sloppy mistakes that I make, as well as in the shading and as well as in the detail. Now, I try to go through with a line, and I try to give the outline to the piece that I mentioned earlier, but I didn't end up having time, so I decided I would just abandon it. Now, I go through and I add shading all around the face, and I try to make the shading a little more kind of like the style that it fits. I would have liked to have more time to work on it, as it's a very fun piece to work on, but I kind of messed up in the shading, more particularly around the right side of the cheek, under the our right side of the eye. I widen the nose a little bit and give it kind of a better shape, and I would have liked to add a little bit more of that cherry color in the cheeks and in the tip of the nose and the tip of the ear. I go through and I kind of fix the eye, because a little bit of the eyeliner they used actually bleeds through into the eye, and I also added a little bit more of the eyelash detail that you'll see in a lot of pieces in this particular style. I took away the freckles, as I didn't think they looked quite good, but I didn't want to have to go through and replace them all individually, so I kind of just abandoned the whole idea of the freckles, and I kind of left a little bit of the eyeliner in that they added, but I would have liked to change it a little bit more. Now I go through in the hair, and I take away a lot of the detail that you see in the original piece, but I give it more of that defined hair shape that allows you to kind of make out what they were going for originally in the sketch. I would have liked to put the eyes closer together, but I honestly ended up forgetting, and I go through a little bit of detail on the neck, but not enough. Now, in the future, if you guys want me to actually go through and actually fix this piece fully and give myself full the amount of time as I need to actually fix it, then I will. But actually, this was a really fun piece to work on, and shout out to the original artist. You know, no actual shade to them. You know, they're actually a really cool person. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All I wanted to say in this voiceover. Person right here. Now, I'm not sure why they didn't just take a screenshot and they actually just took a picture of their monitor, but that's actually completely fine. Now, a few complaints I have about this piece right here is the hair looks pretty much the exact same from the side right here, more particularly this piece. I see when your front view it kind of faces this way and it does the same thing from the side view, which it would change, but you know, I'm not going to complain that much about it. The ears are also pretty similar. You would see a little less of this ear right here and see a little bit more of this ear flare out a bit. Also, the jaw is done a little weird. I would like to see it kind of more pushed in particularly the neck. Another thing I noticed is this character has an absolute pencil neck. Now, even in anime, this is kind of a pencil neck, but also it is a little long for this particular style. Another thing I noticed is the hair is inconsistent in length when it comes to these pieces. Now, this one doesn't look much more zoomed in than this one right here, but the hair goes so much further down that it kind of fills up the hair's volume a lot more. It makes it look like kind of like a different character. Now, this character, obviously you can tell, the face is very, 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 very different. Now that is because this person did not know how to draw kind of this 3/4 type-ish shape. So I will go through and I will kind of show you a few of the things I would have done to help them kind of go over this. Overall, this is a pretty good piece, and I'm not upset with it. And I think they did a very good job, and I do like the character design. Now, I'm going to stop making details before I cut into my 20 minutes of time, and let's go on with the piece. The original artist did such a good job, I didn't really have to do much, so I decided to lower my time limit to 15 minutes and do both the side view and the front view. Now, in the side view, I adjusted the neck's length and the width of it to make it look more like the style they were going for, and I adjusted it to make it look like the character was not slouching. I changed the volume and the length of the hair to make it look more faithful to the original, and I obviously made the face and adjusted the ears a little bit to make them look more like the angle that they were going for. In the original, the front view, I changed the ears and the eyes and made them look a little bit more even, because in the original, it had a little bit of an uneven side. It was a little bit shorter on the right side. I wasn't sure if that was by design to kind of give the character a flaw or not, but I decided to fix it anyway. And I made the neck a little bit wider. But that's pretty much all I did, besides like adjust the chin and a little bit of small other stuff. But overall, this artist did a really good job, and it made my job a lot easier, but I still finished a little bit under 15 minutes. That's pretty much all I wanted to say in this voiceover. Critiquing other people's artwork in this video, I thought it'd be only fair to go and critique my old artwork. Now, I didn't want to see this ever again. If you have ever looked at your old artwork, you know exactly what this feels like. This is a really bad piece for me. I'm not happy about it. But yeah, the first thing that I noticed is the nose. It looks really, really off, and the entire face is looking directly forward, while the rest of the head is kind of at almost like a 3/4 angle. It's really bad, and I'm overall not happy with the piece. I'm not happy with the eyes either. I think I might have just copied and pasted them. They look really, really similar. I don't think I did actually. I see some differences. But yeah, the eyebrows even, everything just not good in this piece. The line work is done very sloppily, and the blending of the piece is done really badly, so it kind of like blends in the lines right here. And I noticed that the lips are done really bad, the teeth looks really bad, the tears look bad. Why are they blue? Tears aren't blue! Oh, man. This is a lot of work. I'm gonna give myself probably 30 minutes for this piece, and I will try my absolute hardest to make this look like an actual presentable piece. But I don't know. I guess we'll see in the next 30 minutes. Overall, I'm not happy with this piece very much. I tried my hardest, but looking back on it, I literally just remembered I forgot to draw the eyebrows completely, and there's a lot of stuff I missed out on. I would have liked to have gone over the hair and give it more detail, but actually it was a lot of getting caught on smaller details, like the eyes really messed me up a lot. I would have liked to go on and do more time, but with my limited time, I did the best that I could, and I'm not super happy with it. It is probably the least favorite piece that I've done today. If you'd like me to go over it in the future and actually spend more than 30 minutes on it, I would definitely be more than willing to go back and give it a second try to actually make this piece look good, because I did not do this piece justice. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say for this voiceover. Yeah, if I'm critiquing other people's art, might as well critique my own.